Be kind.
I was involved in a head-on car crash. Wrong place, wrong time.
Broken both bones of my wrist. My scaphoid snapped in half.
I dislocated my knee, tore all my ligaments, and I tore my peroneal nerve down my right-hand side.
I'd lost all the cartilage in my hand. I tore every ligament and tendon, and I'd also had a dislocation of my hand.
How the hell does that happen? Like, how do you do so much damage to your knee playing rugby?
In the motor vehicle accident, my spinal cord was severed, just through the sheer impact of the steering wheel.
And cracked two of my carpals and trapped my nerve. So yeah, it was a bit of repair work.
They all have the same drive as I do as an able-bodied athlete to want to achieve the best in whatever they're doing. So I don't feel that we're any different, and it's really inspiring to be around such a positive group of people.
Whenever I meet somebody and they find out that I do power rowing and stuff, everyone always asks, so do you get disability parking permit?
Can I feel my legs? How do I go to the toilet? Can I have kids? What's it feel like not being able to feel your legs?
You know, they all have a physical impairment or disability, so if people see me with them, they kind of stare at me a lot to try and figure out what my impairment or disability might be. Mostly they might think it's because I'm small, but that's actually why I'm a coxswain, so.
Everyone thinks that they're the first person suggesting a doctor going to physio and getting it repaired, and they're like, oh, but you should be able to get that fixed, but no, it's kind of permanent. They're always a little bit shocked when I say that, so.
To start with, my family was really good. Basically, when I was in rehab, as soon as I left the hospital, that's where everything changed. It was a case of reality hit, and Eric was in a wheelchair.
I mean, the first time I knew the injury was that serious was one of the checkups after my initial surgery. And the doctor basically said, you're never going to play sport again. Like, rugby's out of the question. American football, you can't do, no contact sport. And I said, oh, what about rowing? Because I did that a bit in school. And he says, oh, look, I don't know if you'd be able to with that wrist.
My dad couldn't deal with it, so we no longer talk. And my mum is very similar.
I mean, initially, I never thought I'd be able to row again. But fast forward a few years and, you know, back in the boat with these guys, and it's amazing.
There's no difference to how I was before my accident to now, apart from, I mean, I get to represent my country, and basically my job's to row a boat.
A question I get often is, oh, like rowing, that would be good for you because you don't have to use your legs. I was like, well, just because my upper body is bigger than my legs doesn't mean like I'm not using my legs, so. It's
just normal questions. People are curious, and it's the only way that society's going to realise what it's like is to be honest and to be open about it.
I think you don't really know what you can't do till you test it out.
I didn't think I would be representing my country at the World Championships, not physically actually doing the sport, but sitting in the boat and driving the boat to the finish line.
I look at where I am now and where I've been over the past 7-8 years in rowing, and it's most probably a blessing in disguise, because it's certainly given me a path in my life, away from my family, and just in sport in general, it's unbelievable.